Welcome back to Day 7 of Python Mastery by Edulexis. Today, we move from theory to application. We are building two practical tools, a simple interest calculator and a BMI calculator. First, let's look at the logic. Simple interest is a basic financial calculation. To find it, we need three inputs from the user: principal, rate of interest, and time. The math is straightforward, but the logic in Python is where it gets interesting. We start by gathering data. In Python, we use the input function. But remember, input always returns a string. Since we need to do math, we must wrap these in a float, or int, function. Let's define our variables, p for principal, r for rate, and t for time. Using float ensures that if a user enters a decimal, like 5.5% interest, our program doesn't crash with a value error. Now the calculation. Python follows standard PEMDAS rules. We multiply p, r, and t first, then divide by 100. We store this result in a new variable called psi. Finally, we display the result. We'll use an f string here for a clean output. Let's run it. If we enter 1000 for principal, 5 for rate, and 2 for years, Python gives us exactly 100. Success! Now, let's level up with the body mass index, or BMI. This requires a bit more care because height is usually measured in meters, and we need to square that value. This introduces us to Python's exponent operator. Just like before, we take user input. Pro tip: explicitly tell your user what unit to use, like kilograms or meters, to avoid confusion. We'll store these as floats again. In Python, we use double asterisks asterisk for exponents. So, height asterisk 2 means height squared. Notice the parentheses, we want to ensure the squaring happens before the division. When we run this, the BMI might have 10 decimal places. That's messy. By adding a 0.2f inside our f-string curly braces, we tell Python to round the display to just 2 decimal points. Why not just use int? In finance and health, decimals matter. A BMI of 24.9 is healthy, but 25.1 is overweight. This is why choosing the right data type is a critical, industry-standard skill we emphasize here at Edulexis. Let's make this professional. We can create a small menu where the user chooses which calculator they want to use. This introduces the concept of program flow and organization. Don't worry if statements feel new, we are just telling the computer, if the user types 1, do the interest calculation. If they type 2, do the BMI. This turns a simple script into an actual application. A good developer always tries to break their code. What happens if a user enters 0 for height? Our program would throw a 0 division error. Handling these edge cases is what separates a beginner from a pro. To recap, today you learned how to handle user input, perform multi-step math, use exponents, and format your output for readability. These are the building blocks of any automation tool. Practice these two scripts. Try adding a total amount calculation to the interest project. Share your code on LinkedIn and tag us. I'm from Edulexis, and I'll see you in Day 8 where we dive into conditional logic. Happy coding!
Thank you for watching. Like if you learned something, share with your circle, and subscribe for more.